Noah Mahmoud, you are on the stage. Go ahead and give a response. Going once, going twice. All right, Noah's not ready. All right, I see Sevron Dilemma. Severon, you're on stage. You're on the stage. Severon. Going once, going twice, and you're done. All right. We got no Christians, please. Karam. Karam is the next guest here. Karam, are you here? Karam, you are on the stage. Karam going once, going twice. And okay. All right. So that's all the guests that were on TikTok. They were not ready to come up. So, well, looks like we got somebody here. How you doing?
Good.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you a Muslim?
Can you hear me? Am I Muslim? Alhamdulillah. Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes,
All
I am.
right. Would you like to try to win this 2200?
No, I would not, but I would love to try to give it a shot, though,
All right.
to prove that Jesus was a Muslim, just like Abraham, just like Noah, just like Moses.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
So, I would like to give I guess an example first. When you're given like a toaster, right? Let's say a unmantled toaster, and you have to put it in your house. It comes in a box, and you open up the box, and you don't know how to put the toaster together, right? The book that comes with that box, what is it called?
I don't know.
Well, then this is going to be a hard conversation if you don't know what a manual is. Do you know what a manual is?
Sometimes.
It's going to be a very hard conversation. So my point is that when the toaster came to you and you needed the toaster, you needed the manual to put together to learn how to obviously use the toaster.
Okay.
So my logic is that God would put us on this earth and give us a manual to how to live this life and how to get back to Him.
What does that got to do with Jesus being a Muslim?
Oh, let me get there. If you want me to, if I can get there.
Yes, please. Straight. I'm a straight shot guy, man. I like to be straight to the point. So if you can, let's get straight to the point of Jesus being a Muslim. How are you going to prove that to me?
Well, if I can explain that, I need time to explain. Like, unless you have somewhere to go.
Okay. So this is how I am. This is how I am. I'm very like, I like to be straightforward. I like to be to the point. And just really quick, like the extra like explaining of what we're not talking about is not what I need or what the people need here. Well, I want you to explain as long as you're explaining the topic and the question asked.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So
yes,
explain how Jesus is a Muslim specifically, please.
Specifically, because when God sent revelation to us, He sent revelation in forms of books, and He also sent these books to these men, and these men were prophets and messengers, including Jesus, starting from Adam and ending with Muhammad. All these men came with the same message, and that message was that there's only one God. Pray to one God.
Is that what makes you a Muslim?
To submit to the will of one God, yes.
Thank you. All right. See, that's all you had to say. All you had to say is being a Muslim is submitting to one God. And Jesus submitted to one God, so he's a Muslim. You see how quick that was? You know, and not a shot to you. I'm just saying, just
You're right.
Yeah, moving forward, let's try to be straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand everything. Okay, so no, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's deal with this. So believing in one God, submitting to one God, that makes you a Muslim. All right. So let's say I say that I believe in one God and I submit to one God. Okay. But the one God that I say I submit to happens to be a statue in my closet. Am I a Muslim?
No.
And why is that? I submit to one God. I believe in one God. How am I not a Muslim?
Because if you're a Muslim, we believe in monotheism, and if you believe, you have to know it comes down to knowing what a God is, because anything could be a God, correct?
You can you can claim, you can call anything a God.
Anything, but when it comes down to Islam, it talks about the true God, the
There
one
it
that's worthy.
is. Yes, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right.
So when you
so you have to so you have to submit and believe in the one true God in order to be a Muslim. You can't just call anything a God and say you submit to that thing and be a Muslim, because that's not the. I got you. All right. See, now we're going somewhere. So it's specifically the true God, and this true God is, you find him in Islam, right? His description and his characteristics in Islam, right?
I want to just add into that what you just said right there, because some people will get it twisted. So at the time of Abraham, his followers, those people followed him at his time. At the time of Moses, his followers, people followed him at the time of his time. We are the last. There's no more prophets and messengers. The last prophet and messenger, we follow him. That's why we follow the last prophet and messenger.
I have no problem with that, brother. See, and that's no problem. Just specifically, you find, but I didn't need that. I didn't need that clarification, man. I didn't ask that. We didn't need that. So to submit to the one true God, it's the true God that is described in Islam. Is that correct?
Yes.
So Allah of Islam, specifically, the one who is not a trinity, right? He's absolutely one in his essence. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Absolutely. He has no partners, no companions, right?
Right.
He is not a father in any sense to anyone. He has no children, no offspring, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is the true God that Islam describes, that you have to believe in and submit to in order to be identified as a Muslim. We're on the same page?
Right.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right. So now here's phase 2. So phase 1, we identified which God you're talking about. Phase 2 is showing that Jesus submitted and believed in the God that we just described in Islam. Not a father, right? No partners, not a trinity, absolutely one. Show that Jesus submitted to that God.
Correct.
So what you got?
You're asking me to.
Yeah. So yeah, it's your turn. You could show me that Jesus submitted and believed in that God.
So in the Bible, and I'm not a Christian, so I can't point you directly to the source, but there's proof of some people or some Christians quoting in the Bible. It says that Jesus put his head to the floor, just like the Muslims.
Yeah, matter of fact, I have the reference like literally right up here for you. Want me to read it?
If you want to, but you go ahead. If you want to, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So it says, oh man, I thought I just had it. Oh, I went somewhere else. Sorry, I thought I had it right up. Because somebody brought this up actually.
This is actually one example. I would say one example.
Okay, that's cool. We'll do it one at a time.
Okay.
So
yeah. I'm talking about this one. Just with this one right now.
okay.
Just this one right now.
Fair enough.
So if he was a god, right?
Well, this isn't about him being God. This is just him being a Muslim. Did he have the correct beliefs to be a Muslim? That's all we're talking about. So it says here,
okay,
and he withdrew from them about a stone's throw, and knelt down and prayed, saying, Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. So here he kneels down and he prays, but remember how we said it matters who you're praying to, it matters who you're saying the true God is. Here, Jesus is praying to his Father.
He says the Father, yes.
Is that Allah?
Yes, he's referring to Allah in that sense, yes.
So Allah is the Father of Jesus?
So can I rebuttal this?
Sure.
May I?
So answer it and then explain. Is Allah the Father of Jesus? Yes and no, and then go ahead and expound.
So is he the Father of Jesus? No.
Okay.
Is he the Father of us? Yes, in a sense of if you have a close friend and you say, hey, yo, what's good, son? Like you say, what's good? Like, that's my son right there. That's my son. That's not your physical son. Mm-hmm. Meaning that God, we know in our logic that we have to have a male and a female to have a child. You're trying to say, or people are trying to say that God had a child, physical child.
Nobody says that. No Christian says that, but go ahead.
Most Christians do say that, be honest with you.
There's not a single Christian that says that God had a physical child. He's not a physical being. No Christian says that. It's not in our doctrine.
There's different doctrines, aren't there?
No.
So there's only one denomination of Christianity.
There's only one belief, and if you believe something else, you're not a Christian.
Denominations. So. Are there multiple denominations of Christianity?
Yeah, and these different denominations have the same. Hold on, brother. You're not listening. They have the same beliefs. These different denominations have the same fundamental beliefs. There'll be other little minuscule things that they differ on, but the same fundamental beliefs. We all believe the same thing. We don't believe that God is physical and had a physical son. So, continuing with this, you're saying that Allah is the Father. Well, first you said he's not the Father of Jesus, but he's the Father of us figuratively.
Not his physical. Figuratively, yes, he's saying Father because he knows that he's the creator. That's why he's calling him Father. At that time period, he called him the Father.
Got it. So got it.
Just like how people.
So Allah is the Father of Jesus in some sense.
He's in metaphorically, yes. If you want to say in that sense, not physical, not DNA.
So in a figurative sense, Jesus is the Son of Allah.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
We all are.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do for me. Okay. What I want you to do for me is I want you to get me a verse in the Quran that says that we are all the sons of Allah, that we're all children of him.
Okay. I can't do that. 2,
why not?
Can I ask you a question? Because you've asked me 3 questions already. Can I ask you a question?
Wait. Why can't you show me in the Quran that we are the children of Allah, since that you're a Muslim and you're saying this?
I already proved to you that he doesn't have children. I already proved to you that he's not our physical father. So there is no way I can prove to you in the Quran that he has physical children.
I didn't ask about physical. So let me be clear with you again, okay? I'm not asking you about any. I'm asking you about any sense. So you already ruled out physical, but you said metaphorical. Yes. Okay, fine.
All right,
so in the metaphorical sense, no problem. Can you show me from the Quran that we're all the children of Allah, metaphorically?
Can you show me that the Quran was made or was here in the time of Jesus? Can you show me that the Bible was created in the time of Jesus? Can you show me that the Bible was created in the time of Moses? No, these are different times. So obviously Moses did not call God the Father. So he still prayed to the same God, right?
You said Moses didn't call God the Father?
Moses still prayed to the same God, right?
He called God Father. Moses did. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 6.
Was Deuteronomy there at the time of Moses?
Yes.
When did Moses confirm that?
Stop doing the Muslim shuffle now. Please stick to the point.
No, I'm not.
So can you show me? Can you show me that we're all children of Allah in the Quran?
That's your question. I said no. You cannot. There's no proof of that in the Quran.
So then, why are you saying this when there's nothing in that says that in the Quran? Why are you saying this?
I broke it down to you, but can I ask you a question?
Well, no, you didn't break it down. Why are you saying something that doesn't exist in your Quran?
Break it down again.
Wait, are you allowed to make up stuff that the Quran doesn't say?
No.
So then you're innovating. You're making stuff up.
No.
Okay, so if the Quran doesn't say that Allah is a father or that he has children in any way, shape, or form, then why are you saying that he is a father in some sense, in a metaphorical sense, has children in a metaphorical sense when the Quran doesn't say that? Why are you doing that?
I'm telling you why Jesus, you asked why Jesus, this was the topic, prove Jesus was a Muslim. We're not talking about the Quran and other things. We're talking about Jesus, right? We're talking about Jesus. So I told you
can you be a Muslim? Can you be a Muslim and go against the Quran?
Was the Quran in the time of Jesus?
Does the Quran have the same fundamental values that Jesus would have?
Brother, you asked me so many questions. Can I ask you a question?
No, this is, dude. If you can't deal with this, then you might as well just drop. You might as well drop. If you can't deal with this, you're not answering all the questions. You're not answering all the questions. Have some self-awareness. So relax. Have some self-awareness.
What's the next question?
Does Jesus have the fundamental values that are in the Quran? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So the Quran didn't have to exist in Jesus's time for Jesus to line up with the Quran because they would have the same fundamental values. Exactly. That's why he's a Muslim. Okay. So since he's a Muslim, he lines up with the Quran. So you're saying that you're agreeing that Jesus called God his father in some sense. According to the Quran, is Jesus the son of Allah in some sense? Yes or no?
No.
So then why are you saying that? So that means that Jesus is going against the Quran. Jesus says that God is his father in some sense. The Quran says, nuh-uh, doesn't say that. So Jesus is going against the Quran, so he can't be a Muslim.
No, he's a Muslim.
He can't be. He doesn't have the same values as the Quran. He can't be a Muslim.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait. I want you to pay attention to what you just said.
I did. I heard what you said.
I want you to hear what you said. You said the reason why. Okay, good. So you said the reason why Jesus is a Muslim is because he has the same fundamental values that's in the Quran. That's what you said. But when we look at it, no worries. So when we look at it, we see that Jesus says that God is his father in some sense. You said that that's not in the Quran. So Jesus does not have the same values that's in the Quran. Do you get it?
Can I talk now? Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk in the comment section. You're done here. Sheik, how you doing? You're on stage.
Oh, how are you, bro?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just new to your channel. I just found your channel like yesterday or something. I just
welcome.
Thought we could have a talk. Yeah.
Yeah. So the topic is
Jesus being we can continue from your previous talk with the previous guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Quran does not say like Jesus or any of us or the Son of God.
Mm.
So my understanding is that Jesus could have called him as Father, but that means that's like the word for God in his language.
It's not. The word for God in this language is Elah, is Allah or Eloha.
Yeah, right. So the
The word,
word for God in Arabic is Allah. So what
yes.
the Muslims do is just they submit to the one God who has created everything.
Yeah, but hold on before
That's
you
all
move
what
forward.
Allah means.
Before you move forward. So
Hmm,
Allah means God, is what you're saying. Allah is the word for God.
right.
The word for God in Jesus's language is Elaha, right, or Eloha,
Okay.
and so that's not the term father. The term father in Jesus's language is Abba, which means father, right? So those are two different words. So he specifically refers to God as Abba, father.
Yeah, but that could just be like how he called the God, because like my native language is not English,
Hmm.
and in my language we have a word called like Appa,
Hmm.
which you could also call your father, and you could also say that to the God.
Right, you can call God Father in your language. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But that word doesn't mean God, right? It's just it's something that you call God,
Yeah,
right?
right. Right.
Yeah.
So Jesus. Hmm,
So similarly, you're saying that Jesus called God his Father. This isn't just a language thing. It's a theological thing. This is what he
yes, yes,
believed.
that's what
This
I
is what he
believe. Yes.
right. And so is this in line with Islam that God is the Father of Jesus?
No, it's not. What God says about Jesus that is he's a prophet. So God does not have any children.
Hmm. So that this would mean that Jesus can't be a Muslim if he's saying that God does have children and that he's one of them, right?
No, he's not saying God has children. He just, it's the way he calls God. So he's not specific about God having children.
He is. He's very
So
specific.
we interpret that as
He
he's a
says God
child
is
of God because,
he says God is his father and he's his son. That's literally what Jesus says over and over again. He literally says, "I am the Son of God."
but that could just mean like he's um the prophet that God sent to, like he's a creation of God or anything, like just like I'm
Nope,
saying, like in
nope,
my language.
nope. He makes a difference between the prophets who are the servants of God and then himself, the Son. He literally makes a distinction.
Like
He
how?
says,
Like could you give
uh,
some examples
"Yeah,
or?
I'll show you. This is it's actually a good example that I like to go to. So we go to Mark chapter 12. I'll put it on the screen as well so we can all see it. All right, Mark chapter 12. All right, so it's the parable of the tenants. So this is how he does it. He says, and he began to speak to them in parables. A man planted a vineyard and put a fence around it and dug a pit for the winepress and built a tower and leased it to tenants and went into another country. When the season came, he sent a servant to the tenants to get from them some of the fruit of the vineyard. And they took him and beat him and sent him away empty handed. Again, he sent them another servant, and they struck him on the head and treated him shamefully. And he sent another, and him they killed. And so with many others, some they beat and some they killed. So this person, the owner, kept sending different servants to the tenants here. Now, in this parable, who's the owner of the vineyard? Who do you think? The owner who keeps sending servants to the tenants. Who's the owner?
I think it means the God. I'm not sure. I'm
Absolutely.
quite
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
okay.
It's God. And the tenants who he keeps sending servants to, who are
Okay,
they?
the prophets.
Right. So, well, the servants are the prophets that are being sent, And the tenants, they keep killing them, they keep abusing them, and sending them away, rebelling against them. Who are they? Who are
The
the
mankind
tenants?
who they came to preach.
Exactly. And specifically, it would be the Israelites, right? They're the ones who keep killing their prophets, keep rebelling against them, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So you have Israel, the tenants, the servants are the prophets who keep getting sent, right? But they keep getting rejected. But here it says, verse 5, and he sent another, oh, I'm sorry, verse 6. He had still one other, a beloved son. Finally, he sent him to them, saying, they will respect my son. Now, according to this parable, the son is different from the servants. He's the beloved son of the vineyard owner. In this parable, who is the son?
Can I first read the whole verse? Just a minute.
I mean, sure, if you want. All right, let's keep going. It
No.
says, they will respect my son. But those tenants said to one another, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours. And they took him and killed him and threw him out of the vineyard. What will the owner of the vineyard do? He will come and destroy the tenants and give the vineyard to others. So who we know who the servants are, those are the prophets.
So
The vineyard owner is God, the tenants is Israel. Who's the son?
So are we reading from the Bible right now? So I'm kind of confused since you have like the
Yeah,
Quran and
on the left side, this is the Bible. This is on the left side.
okay.
It's on the
So it
screen.
means it should have been Jesus.
That's right. So Jesus is the son who's the heir, right? And the inheritor of everything God owns. And he makes himself distinct and different from the servants. See? So he says, I'm the son of God, who's the inheritor and the heir of God, right? Not the prophets. They're not that. He is.
Okay, let's say that's what your understanding is so far. But do you think the Quran is not from the God and it's a fake religion? So how's your opinion about Islam?
Yeah, I believe it's false because it makes these type of false claims. It says that Jesus, believed in Allah, when we see here that there's no possible way that Jesus believed in the Islamic God. Everything Jesus teaches
There's
goes
no
against.
such thing as like a specific Islamic God who's different from the one God which Jesus has worshipped to. So
Yeah, it
what's the
is.
Islam? No, if the name Allah is what's bugging you, it just means God in Arabic, the one God who has created everything.
Well, here's my point, because we can call anything an Allah. I can call my statute an Allah, right?
No,
Or
if
I can have. There's many things that people can call an Allah or a God.
that's what they used to do before the Prophet came to them.
Well, no, they had an Allah, and then they said that Allah had
Yeah,
daughters.
because the word for God is Allah in Arabic.
Right.
But
So what
when
I'm
the
saying,
Prophet came,
yeah, what
so
I'm
when the
saying
Prophet
is
came,
that. Oh, I'm sorry. When we look at what Jesus taught, we see that it's different from what the Quran teaches. It says that
right now
Allah
we
doesn't.
have
God
the
does not.
interpretations. It's not like as original as the Quran, which has been preserved in its original language till date. So when we
Wait,
couldn't
say
be
that
sure.
again.
Sorry,
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
but we don't have the Bible in its original language today, do we?
Yeah, we do. We have it in the Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek.
No, we don't have it in Arabic today.
Yes, we do.
No, I think, do we have it?
Yes, we have. There are Aramaic translations. We have the Hebrew. We
No,
have the
I'm
Greek.
not talking about the Aramaic translation. Let me just look it up. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, as he's looking this up, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that already.
I just looked it up and it says the oldest um, Bible we have today is the Old Testament, which is in Greek translation. So it says a
The
translation spread over.
Septuagint. Well, actually, we have the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are in Hebrew. We have the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are in Hebrew. We also have the Greek translation of the Hebrew, which is what it's talking about, the Septuagint. And we also have some of the Aramaic scriptures, like Daniel and others. And we have the Greek, the Koine Greek, which is what the New Testament was written in.
But what's your view on the Quran, which also prophesies a lot of things, which also talks about Moses and how, like, God will be preserving the body of Pharaoh,
Wrong
like,
Pharaoh.
as a proof to. Hmm?
Yeah, wrong Pharaoh.
But
Ramesses, the body of the Pharaoh they found
yeah,
recently.
right.
Yeah, that's not Ramesses was not the Pharaoh during Moses' time.
How? But that's what those who found the body and the researchers claim.
Yeah,
It is as old.
they know that that's not the Pharaoh that was the Pharaoh in Moses' time. But the Quran makes a lot of claims, man. The Quran claims that Jesus mentioned Ahmed to come after him. Nowhere did Jesus ever say this.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Can you come again, please?
It mentions how Jesus mentions somebody named Ahmed, a messenger named Ahmed, to come
Yeah,
after
it
him.
is mentioned in the Old Testament. If you could
Said
just look up
Jesus.
for Muhammad in the Bible,
Said
and you'll
Jesus.
find.
Ashik, you're missing it. It says Jesus said that Ahmed will come after him. Jesus said this. It doesn't say it's in the Old Testament. It says Jesus said this. This would be in the gospel. But nowhere did Jesus ever say this.
Yeah, Jesus mentions that. So if the Quran was to lie, so the actual name of the prophet was Muhammad. So he could have just said the prophet Muhammad will be coming.
But he
So
didn't.
the Ahmad has the same meaning as Muhammad.
No worries, but he
And in
didn't.
the Old Testament,
He didn't say either of them. You're missing it. Jesus never ever mentioned Ahmed to come after him. If you want to switch it and plug in Muhammad there, he never said Muhammad is coming. He never
yeah, he
mentioned.
said Muhammad. I actually found a video where like a Hebrew native is claiming that the word Muhammad is in the Bible.
And it's a lie. So number one, they're talking about Songs of Solomon, where
Yeah,
they
right.
translate where they try to say the Hebrew word Mahmadim is Muhammad's name. Muhammadim doesn't even have
Yeah,
the
but
same meaning or the same or it's not the same word or the same meaning. Muhammad's name means praised one. Mahmadim means together altogether lovely or desirable things. So that's not Muhammad's name. It's not even a
yeah,
name at
but
all.
this explanation was from a Hebrew native who understands the Old Testaments better than us, I think.
No, it
We're
wasn't.
not
It's not a Hebrew name.
natives of
And if
Hebrew.
it was, he's wrong and he's lying. It's just as simple as that. Secondly, here's the point that I'm talking about. The Quran says Jesus said this,
Right.
not Solomon, not Moses, not anybody else. Jesus said Ahmed is going to come after him. And never do we ever see Jesus mentioning Muhammad at all. So it's a false claim.
But the Bible has been like updated or what you want to call it. It has been changed, so you know that, right?
No, it hasn't been changed.
Like how it's very clear, like they've
You would
made
have
some
you would have to
changes.
okay, so what you would have to do, Ashik, is what you would have to show me that there was once a manuscript where Jesus did mention Muhammad and then got changed. Like you would have to show me that. That doesn't exist though. There's not a single manuscript in all of history that has ever existed to show Jesus saying that Ahmed is coming after him.
So I'm not sure about like Bible. So I only came to know like the Song of Solomon was not something Jesus said, and it was said by Solomon. Just
Well,
having
actually, it
mentioned
was
it
said
as
by the
well.
wife of Solomon, not even Solomon. That was said by the wife of Solomon.
But is it in the Bible not because Jesus has preached this? It's
Preach
not
what?
like they got it directly from Solomon, because Solomon lived like before Moses,
No,
right?
we have Solomon's works.
Yeah, but that's because Jesus has taught them,
No, it's
doesn't it?
because we actually have Solomon's books. We have Song of Solomon, which is a letter between him and his wife. Love letters exchanged between him and his wife. We have the book of Proverbs, which is Solomon's work as well. Writings of his wisdoms and advice and stuff like that, and poetry. We also have Ecclesiastes, which is also Solomon's book towards the end of his life.
By saying Solomon's book, you mean the ones which he has written
Yeah.
originally, and we got them
Yes.
like the original thing. We don't even have the original Bible today, like I said.
What do you mean by original? Do you mean like the first one that was ever written to
Yeah,
page?
right, right.
Yeah, well, we have copies of it. So we have, like, if you're talking about the original manuscript or the original first ever scroll, then no, we don't have that. We have we
Yeah,
have the
right.
copy, we have the
So I
copy
think,
preservation of the textual preservation of it.
but you're saying we are having like the original things which were written by Solomon, who lived
Yeah,
even before Moses.
that's how texts are preserved. They're copied and passed down from generation to generation. So
Right. So
I
this
can
is
I can I
included in
can
the
say that
Bible because
I can say that
Jesus.
I can say that I have Solomon's works because I have his works, even though I don't maybe have the exact paper that he himself wrote on, but I have the copies of that. But nonetheless, I have his works.
But they come into play in the Bible because Jesus decided to preach them. So,
No, it doesn't. No, they were part of the Bible before Jesus even. They're part of the Bible that Jesus was using.
yeah, right. So that means Jesus preached them too, the
Yeah,
coming of the Prophet Muhammad.
he believed in them as well. Yes.
So,
Hmm.
like, what made you like not believe in Islam? Like,
I just told you
the
things like
dis-
this. It makes claims. It makes claims about what Jesus said, and he never said it. It makes claims that we can find Muhammad in the Bible. He's nowhere in there.
but the Song of Solomon has his name, and just now you said since Jesus would have had it while he was preaching, he must have also preached that the
Ash-
Prophet will be coming in the name of
Ashik,
Muhammad.
Ashik. Um, how do you determine like what truth is? Like, do you just hear a video and then just go with it, or do you like actually like
No,
research?
I actually like I'm a born Muslim, but I used to disbelieve after hearing some several things for like a few years,
Okay,
and then I had to like research a lot of things, and I could
okay,
not accept it again, and but I could not deny it as well. Like I
okay.
got like more frustrated, and I got into researching a lot of things again,
Uh huh. Okay.
and I just decided that
I want to show
Islam
you.
is the real
I
thing.
want
And
to show you something. Okay.
okay,
Let me show you something. On the screen to the right, this is Song of Solomon 5:16. This is the word you're looking at. You see it?
right.
Mahmadim is how to say it in the Hebrew.
Okay.
Okay? Altogether lovely.
Yeah, but a native Hebrew speaker claimed that this is the name of Muhammad.
No, they didn't.
Yes, yes, he did.
And if they did, they're a liar, bro. This is not Muhammad's name, as you see. I mean, when we actually click on the word, because the eem there It's just added, it's plural. That's why it's all together. It's plurality of lovely, plurality of desirable. It's makmadim. The root word of it is makmad. Makmad. Watch, look, see? When we click on it and how to look at it, look, transliteration, makmad. Phonetic spelling, makmad.
Yeah, but I don't know as much as a native speaker of Hebrew. So since, and
I'm just
also the native speaker was a Jew, so
showing,
we
I'm
don't
showing
have.
it to you. I'm showing it to you though. I'm showing it to you from the concordance. See, this has nothing to do with me or a native speaker or anything. This is the objective fact that's on the screen right here. This is what it is. Matter of fact, when we look and see how this word is used elsewhere, let's actually take a look. Let's pretend.
Take a look at all the meanings which.
Yeah, let's pretend that this
came
is
up.
Muhammad. Let's pretend that this is Muhammad's name. Let's just pretend. Let's look at all the places that it's used. Okay. Let's see here. So we got in First Kings chapter 20 verse 6. But
There's
about
a
this time
difference when
tomorrow, I
they
will send
use
my
it for the
servant.
name and the normal word. There's like it ends with im when they use it for the name is what the
No,
difference is.
that's not Hebrew, bro. Im is plural. Okay.
Yeah, but they
Im
also
is the
use
word
it
plural.
for as a respect for names.
No, they don't. That's not in the Hebrew, man.
Yeah, but that's what the native guy said, bro. So
And what am I showing you on the screen? It's look. You could do whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want. This will be the last thing I show, and then you take whatever you want. It's fine. It's on you. If you want to believe, you go follow whatever video you want. But and that's it. I'll dust my hands off. I can't force you to drink the water that I bring you to. If you want to drink the water, you can. So it says here, but about this time tomorrow, I will send my servants to you, and they will search your house and the houses of your servants. And it shall be that whatever is mahmad, pleasant in your eyes, they will put in their hands and take it. So it says that they will take Muhammad. Muhammad will be taken by servants and people. You believe that
yeah,
that's
but
what?
here it says just Mahmad, not Mahmadim.
Wait,
What the native?
hold on, no. Muhammad's name is not Muhammadin. That's not his name. Muhammad's name is Muhammad.
Yeah, but the
Okay,
im
here, this is
stands for
Muhammad. This is
respect.
Muhammad.
But the im stands for respect, they claim. So the im means like
Take care of yourself. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're wasting my time. Take care of yourself. See who's next. You want to take that? Muhammad was taken. Muhammad was taken away. Get out of here.